Hey Gemini, welcome back to another reading. I just pulled some cards for you, and honestly, I need to share what came through because the energy here is incredible. So grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let me walk you through what the universe is showing me about your future right now. I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, asking about what's coming for Gemini, and the cards that came out are absolutely telling a story of transformation and abundance. Like, I'm sitting here looking at this spread and I can feel the shift that's happening for you. This isn't just about small changes. This is about a complete renewal of your life circumstances. Let me start with the first card that appeared, and Gemini. This one made me pause because it's so powerful. I pulled the Knight of Wands, and when this card shows up in this position, it's talking about movement that's been building for a while, finally breaking through. The Knight of Wands is that energy of someone who's been preparing, who's been getting ready, and now the moment has arrived to take action. What I'm seeing with this card is that you've been in a period of planning and maybe feeling a bit restless. You know that feeling when you can sense something big is coming but you're not quite there yet? That's been your energy lately. But the Knight of Wands is here to tell you that the waiting period is done. This is about rapid movement forward, about opportunities that are going to require you to be brave and take decisive action. The thing about the Knight of Wands is that this isn't passive energy. This is you stepping into a role where you're leading your own life in a completely new direction. I'm seeing travel possibilities here, not necessarily physical travel, though that could be part of it, but definitely a journey into new territory in your life. This could be a new career path, a new relationship dynamic, a new creative project, or even a complete lifestyle change. What's interesting is the timing element with this card. Knights are fast movers in tarot. They don't sit around deliberating forever. So whatever this new beginning is that's full of gold like the reading title suggests, it's coming in quickly. You might already be feeling the stirrings of it, that sense of anticipation building in your chest. Trust that feeling because it's real and it's guiding you towards something significant. The Knight of Wands also speaks to your confidence right now. You've learned so much from past experiences, and that wisdom is going to fuel your next moves. There's a fearlessness that's developing in you, Gemini. You're not the same person who might have hesitated before. You're ready to claim what's yours and go after what you want with full conviction. Now, the second card I pulled is the Hermit. And I know this might seem contradictory after talking about the Knight of Wands, but hear me out because this is actually making perfect sense. The Hermit appeared to show me that before this big external movement happens, there's been an important internal journey you've been on. This is the wisdom phase, the period of introspection that's been preparing you for what's ahead. The Hermit is about going within and finding your own truth. And Gemini, what I'm picking up here is that you've been doing some serious soul-searching lately. Maybe you've been questioning things that used to feel certain, or maybe you've been spending more time alone than usual, really thinking about what you want from life. This hasn't been a lonely period, even if you've been physically alone sometimes. This has been a necessary period of getting clear on who you are and what matters to you. What's beautiful about the Hermit in your reading is that it's showing me you've found some answers. You've discovered things about yourself that are going to inform every decision you make going forward. This is about inner clarity translating into outer success. You can't build a golden future on a shaky foundation, and the Hermit confirms that you've been building that solid foundation within yourself. I'm also seeing with this card that you've been your own teacher lately. You haven't been relying on others to tell you what to think or what to do. You've been trusting your own inner guidance, and that trust is going to pay off massively. The Hermit carries a lantern in the traditional imagery, and that lantern represents the light of wisdom that you now possess. You're going to use this wisdom to navigate the opportunities coming your way. There's also an element here of spiritual growth. The Hermit isn't just about practical wisdom. It's about connecting with something deeper. Whether you call it intuition, the universe, God, or just your higher self, you've been strengthening that connection. And that spiritual foundation is going to be your compass as you move through this next chapter. When opportunities arise, you'll know which ones are truly aligned with your path because you've done the inner work to recognize alignment when you see it. The third card that came out is the World and Gemini. This is huge. The World is literally the final card of the major arcana, and it represents completion, achievement, and stepping into a whole new cycle of life. When I see the World in a reading about new beginnings and abundance, it tells me that you're closing one massive chapter and opening another one that's even better. The World is about reaching a level of mastery and accomplishment. You've been working towards something, maybe for years, and now you're about to see the fruits of all that effort. This card is the universe's way of saying that you've earned what's coming. This isn't random luck. This is deserved abundance, based on the work you've put in and the person you've become. What I love about the world appearing here is that it brings a sense of wholeness. You're not just succeeding in one area of life while other areas fall apart. This is about everything coming together in harmony. Your relationships, your career, your finances, your personal growth. All of these elements are aligning in a way that creates a complete and satisfying life experience. The world also talks about recognition and celebration. Other people are going to notice what you've achieved. There might be actual celebrations coming up, moments where you're acknowledged for your contributions and your talents. Don't be surprised if you find yourself in the spotlight more than usual. This is your time to shine and to accept the praise that comes your way with grace. I'm also picking up with the world that there's a freedom aspect here. You're breaking free from limitations that have held you back. Maybe these were external limitations like a restrictive job or relationship, or maybe they were internal limitations like self-doubt and fear. Either way, the world says you're stepping into a space where you can fully be yourself and pursue what makes you happy without the old constraints holding you back. Now the fourth card, and this is where things get even more interesting. I pulled the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini. When I talk about gold and eternal toasts and processions of gifts, this is the energy I'm referring to. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of lasting wealth, family abundance, legacy, and material security that doesn't just benefit you but potentially generations to come. This card is showing me that the abundance coming your way isn't temporary or surface level. This is deep, foundational wealth building. Now, wealth doesn't just mean money, though finances are definitely improving for you. This is about building something that lasts, whether that's a business, a family, a home, a creative body of work, or a combination of these things. You're creating something of real and enduring value. The Ten of Pentacles often appears when someone is about to receive an inheritance or a windfall, but it can also indicate that you're building your own empire. I'm seeing both possibilities here for different Geminis. Some of you might receive unexpected financial help or resources from family or other sources. Others of you are going to create your own abundance through your efforts. But either way, the result is the same. You're going to have more security and prosperity than you've had in a long time. What's really touching about this card is the family and community aspect. The traditional imagery shows multiple generations together, suggesting that your success is going to positively impact the people you love. Maybe you'll be able to help family members, or maybe you're creating a stable home environment that benefits your children or will benefit future children. There's a sense of pride here, of being able to provide and to create a legacy you're proud of. The Ten of Pentacles is also about smart financial decisions and long-term planning. You're not just spending everything that comes in, you're thinking about the future. You're making investments, whether that's in property, education, business ventures, or other assets that will grow over time. This mature approach to resources is going to serve you incredibly well. The fifth card I pulled is the Lovers, and this brought such a warm feeling because it's adding a beautiful dimension to this reading. The Lovers isn't just about romantic relationships, though for many Geminis that's definitely part of the picture. This card is about important choices, about alignment, and about union in all its forms. If you're single, Gemini, the Lovers suggests that a significant relationship could be on the horizon, and this isn't going to be just any relationship. This is the kind of connection that changes your life, that feels like destiny, that brings out the best version of you. This person is going to align with your values and your vision for the future. They're going to support your growth and celebrate your success. If you're already in a relationship, the Lovers indicates that you're moving into a deeper level of commitment and harmony. Maybe there's been some tension or uncertainty lately, but this card shows that you and your partner are going to find your way back to each other in a more authentic and fulfilling way. There might be important conversations happening that bring you closer together, or you might be making joint decisions about your future that feel really right. But beyond romance, the Lovers is about the choices you're making right now. You're at a crossroads in some area of your life, and the decisions you make are going to shape your path forward. The good news is that this card suggests you're going to make choices that are in perfect alignment with your true self. You're not going to compromise on what matters to you, and that integrity is going to lead to outcomes that feel deeply satisfying. The Lovers also speaks to partnerships in general, business partnerships, creative collaborations, friendships that feel like soulmate connections. You're attracting people into your life who match your energy and who can help you build the future you're envisioning. These aren't surface-level connections. These are deep, meaningful relationships that enrich your life in multiple ways. The sixth card is Strength, and Gemini, this is so appropriate because everything we've been talking about requires strength to manifest. Not physical strength necessarily, though you might be feeling more energetic and vital, but inner strength, courage, resilience, and the ability to stay calm in the face of challenges. Strength in tarot is often depicted as a woman gently closing a lion's mouth, and that image is so powerful. It's not about dominating through force. It's about mastering yourself and your circumstances through patience, compassion, and quiet confidence. You've been developing this kind of strength, and it's going to be your superpower as you move forward. What I'm seeing with strength is that you've faced difficulties that tested you, and you came through them. You didn't break, you didn't give up, and now you're stronger than ever. That strength is going to help you handle the abundance that's coming, because abundance brings its own challenges. You'll need to stay grounded, make wise decisions, and not let success go to your head. Strength assures me that you have the character to handle prosperity with grace. This card also talks about taming your inner lions, your fears, your doubts, your negative patterns. You've been working on this, maybe through therapy, spiritual practice, self-help work, or just through life experience. And that inner work is paying off. You're more in control of your reactions and your emotions. You're not letting fear drive your decisions anymore. You're operating from a place of centered power. Strength is also about endurance. The golden future we're talking about isn't going to be built overnight, and there will be moments when you need to persevere. But you have that endurance now. You can commit to the long game because you've proven to yourself that you can handle whatever comes. This quiet confidence is magnetic, and it's going to attract even more good things into your life. The seventh card is the Ten of Swords. And okay, this might look scary if you know tarot imagery, but let me explain what this is really saying in your reading. The Ten of Swords represents an ending, a completion of a difficult cycle. It's the final ending, the rock-bottom moment that had to happen so you could rebuild from a clean slate. Here's what's important, Gemini. The Ten of Swords in this reading is talking about something that's already happened or is in the final stages of ending right now. This isn't a warning about future betrayal or pain. This is confirmation that you've been through something challenging, something that perhaps felt like a defeat or a devastating disappointment, and now that chapter is completely over. You know how sometimes you need to hit rock bottom before you can truly start fresh? That's what the Ten of Swords represents. And the beautiful thing is that after this card, the only way is up. You've processed the pain, you've learned the lessons, and now you're free to move forward without carrying that baggage with you. The Ten of Swords is actually a card of release and liberation when it appears in a reading about new beginnings. It's saying that old patterns, old relationships, old situations that were hurting you are done. You're not going back there. You can't go back there even if you wanted to because that bridge is burned and that door is closed. And that's actually a blessing because it's forcing you forward into the golden future we've been discussing. I'm also seeing with this card that there's been a mental shift for you. The Swords suit is about thoughts and beliefs, and the Ten of Swords suggests you finally released old thought patterns that were keeping you stuck. Maybe you believed things about yourself that weren't true, or maybe you held on to hope for situations that were never going to work out. Whatever it was, you've now accepted reality, and that acceptance has freed you. Some Geminis reading this might have recently gone through a breakup, a job loss, a friendship ending, or some other significant disappointment. The Ten of Swords validates that pain, but also tells you that this ending was necessary for your growth. What's coming next is so much better than what you lost, and eventually you'll look back and feel grateful that things unfolded exactly as they did. The eighth card is the Empress, and after the Ten of Swords, this feels like a burst of sunlight breaking through clouds. The Empress is all about abundance, creativity, nurturing, and fertility in every sense of the word. This is the card of manifestation and growth, and it's telling me that you're entering a period of incredible creation in your life. The Empress energy is about bringing things to life. Maybe you're going to create something artistic, start a business, have or adopt a child, or manifest a long-held dream into reality. Whatever form it takes, you're in a phase where your creative power is at its peak. Ideas are flowing, opportunities are presenting themselves, and you have the resources and energy to make things happen. What I love about the Empress is how it connects to the natural world and natural rhythms. This card is reminding you to trust the timing of your life. Just like you can't force a seed to grow faster by pulling on it, you can't force your dreams to manifest faster than they're ready to. But you can create the right conditions for growth by nurturing yourself and your projects, staying positive, and taking consistent action. The Empress is also deeply connected to pleasure and enjoying life. You've been through some tough times, as indicated by the Ten of Swords, and now the Empress is giving you permission to enjoy the good things coming your way. Don't feel guilty about your success or your happiness. You deserve to experience pleasure, beauty, comfort, and joy. Let yourself receive the gifts that life is offering you. For Geminis who have been trying to conceive or who want to expand their family, The Empress is a very positive sign. This card is strongly associated with pregnancy and children. But even if family planning isn't your focus, the Empress can represent giving birth to projects, ideas, or new versions of yourself. You're in a fertile period where almost anything you put your energy toward can grow and flourish. The Empress also speaks to self-care and treating yourself well. You can't pour from an empty cup, and this card is reminding you to prioritize your well-being. Eat nourishing food, get enough rest, spend time in nature if you can. Surround yourself with beauty. When you take care of yourself, you have so much more to give to your goals and to the people you love. The ninth card is Ace of Wands, and this is perfect because aces are all about new beginnings, and the Wands suit is about passion, inspiration, and taking action. The Ace of Wands is that initial spark of an idea or opportunity that has the potential to become something amazing. This is raw, creative energy waiting to be directed. What I'm picking up with the Ace of Wands is that you're going to receive an offer or an idea that excites you. You know that feeling when something just clicks and you think, yes, this is it? That's the Ace of Wands energy. This could be a job offer, a business opportunity, an invitation to collaborate on something, or just a brilliant idea that comes to you seemingly out of nowhere. The key with the Ace of Wands is to act on it quickly. Aces are about potential and beginnings, but that potential needs to be seized and developed. Don't overthink it or talk yourself out of it. When you feel that spark of inspiration, move on it. The universe is handing you a gift, and your job is to receive it with enthusiasm and confidence. The Ace of Wands is also about passion and purpose. What's coming is going to feel meaningful to you, not just financially rewarding but also fulfilling on a soul level. You're going to wake up excited about what you're building. You're going to feel energized rather than drained by your pursuits. This alignment between passion and purpose is what creates lasting success and happiness. I'm also seeing with this card that you might be starting multiple new things around the same time. Geminis are naturally versatile and curious, and the Ace of Wands suggests you're going to have your hands in several pots, all of them exciting and promising. Don't worry about spreading yourself too thin. Your natural ability to juggle multiple interests is actually an advantage right now. Just make sure you're following your genuine enthusiasm rather than chasing opportunities that don't really light you up. The 10th and final card in your reading is the Page of Swords, and this is bringing a really interesting energy to close out the spread. The Page of Swords is all about curiosity, learning, communication, and staying alert to new information. This card suggests that part of your success in this new chapter will come from staying mentally sharp and being willing to learn. The Page of Swords is a messenger, and I'm seeing that you're going to receive important information or news that helps you make smart decisions about the opportunities coming your way. This could be through formal education, through research you do, through conversations with knowledgeable people, or even through your own intuitive insights. Stay curious and ask questions. Don't assume you know everything already. What's interesting about the Page of Swords is that it can indicate younger energy, either a young person who plays a role in your story or a youthful approach you're taking to life. There's something refreshing about being willing to be a beginner at something, to admit you don't know everything and to learn with an open mind. That attitude is going to serve you well as you navigate new territory. The Page of Swords also speaks to using your voice and your communication skills. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, so this is very much your natural territory. You might find yourself writing more, speaking more publicly, teaching what you know, or using social media or other platforms to share your message. Your words have power right now, and people are listening to what you have to say. This card can also indicate needing to watch out for gossip or getting clear facts before making decisions. The Page of Swords is truthful, but sometimes gets caught up in drama or misinformation. So, while you're staying open to new information, also make sure you're verifying what you hear and not just believing everything at face value. Trust but verify, as they say. The Page of Swords closing out your reading suggests that your mental agility and your communication skills are going to be key assets as you move through this abundant new chapter. You're going to need to think on your feet, adapt to changing circumstances, and articulate your needs and ideas clearly. Good thing these are things Geminis naturally excel at. So Gemini, let me bring all of this together for you. What I'm seeing in your cards is a complete transformation from endings into spectacular new beginnings. You've done the inner work shown by the Hermit, you've developed the strength to handle what's coming, you've closed painful chapters represented by the Ten of Swords, and now you're ready to receive everything the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Empress promise. The Knight of Wands is bringing swift positive movement. The Lovers is ensuring you make aligned choices and attract the right people. The Ace of Wands is sparking new, passionate beginnings, and the Page of Swords is keeping you sharp and ready to learn. This is your time, Gemini. The procession of gifts mentioned in the title isn't an exaggeration. You're stepping into a period of genuine abundance in multiple areas of your life. I want you to trust what's unfolding. Trust the journey you've been on, and trust where it's leading you. The universe has been preparing you for this, and you're ready. Don't let fear or doubt pull you back into old patterns. Move forward with confidence, knowing that you've earned what's coming and you have everything you need to handle it wisely. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I really felt the energy in these cards for you, and I'm genuinely excited about what's ahead for Gemini. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment and let me know what's shifting in your life right now. Are you feeling that Knight of Wands energy pushing you forward? Have you noticed the Empress abundance starting to show up? I love hearing your stories. Take care of yourself, Gemini. Trust your path, and get ready because the gold is coming.